We don't have too much to go over today. We're just kind of kicking off the month. We had Amanda and I just jumped on and had some exciting convos, just some planning for the team and what we think that we really can do to help level up the energy and the connection with everything. So we just had a fun call. I'm going to ask for any extra ideas kind of here at the end. Well, actually, as you guys think about it, if there's anything that you want some training on, from the basic coaching to the beginning, in the beginning to the very end of like elite and premier and top coach and all of the stuff, like all of the details, social media, whatever it is, go ahead and put your ideas in the chat. We have a list of 20 things so far. What we're going to be doing is, starting next week, we are going to be doing a 6-week kind of video boot camp where every other week, one of us will be live with the first six topics. And then after that, we will have 2 lives a month. So we have our call the first Monday of the month. The second Monday of the month, one of us will go live. Our call the third Monday of the month, the fourth month, one of us will go live. And we just really want to make sure that we're consistently adding content into the team. I am a believer, gosh, sometimes I say things and it hits me in a way I wasn't expecting it and I didn't even say it yet. I'm a believer that like where you breathe life is where life happens. Right? So if we breathe life into our community, then life is going to happen there. If we breathe life into our challenge group, then life is going to happen there. If you breathe life into your business, then life is going to happen there. Wherever you breathe life into, it's like that field of dreams. If you build it, they will come. Right? So where are you building your life into? I think sometimes we are so focused on the tasks at hand that we forget. This is something Amanda and I were just talking about too. It's the emotion that people connect with, right? So I think I've had, like we were just saying, 80,000 followers in the last month on Facebook, and people are like, what are you doing? What's the secret to you growing your Facebook? I have zero strategy. You know what I have? I have a lot of pain that I share through music. I don't even say what the pain is. People don't need to know that I'm separated. They don't even need to know that I could be getting a divorce next week or whatever. They don't know that my husband lives an hour away and that I'm all alone. No one knows this information. They don't need to know that information. But what they do know is my emotion and my pain, and that they've felt that way before too. And that's what people connect with. They don't connect with me saying, this is what I have to offer. They don't connect with me saying, here's my results again. I share all of that. But honestly, you guys, if I could tell you one thing, is that I have zero strategy except sharing my pain and my healing every single day. That's it. So I want you to really kind of think, like, where can you put your energy and where can you put your life into, and like what are the spaces, like the pain that you've felt and the things that you've felt in your life. And it doesn't necessarily need to be pain, it can be discomfort as well, that you can kind of share so that people are attracted to your heart, they're attracted to you, and then they are like, okay, I don't even know what you do, what are you doing, I'm just connected to you because of what you said. So it could be as simple as feeling like, and you guys can probably relate to this, like for a long time in my life, like especially when I worked at the salon, like, am I really accepted here? Like, do these girls really like me? Am I too much? Do they think I'm funny? Do they not? Are they talking bad about me? You know, it's like girl stuff. There's like things that all of us have dealt with, whether it's, you know, gosh, mine runs deep, and I'm just like a spiritual person, so mine runs deep, right? I'll talk about emotional abandonment, talked about that today. So mine is like a little bit different, but like what did, like, Carrie and her husband doing all those videos? Yes, I love seeing their love and honor, absolutely. Yes, 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 I love that. And Amanda said, what you put your energy into grows. So if you're focusing on the negative, then the negative grows. Absolutely. Humor, their humor. Yes. And honor. Yeah. But no, that's exactly it. But like, Amanda and I were just talking and, I was talking about, so I'm just being open. I know Amanda would be open. Like we were talking about her, how she's sharing all these reels, how she's doing all this stuff. She's really, really taking like fully stepping into this someday mom space, giving a lot of value, sharing a lot. But she's like, I just still feel like it's not really hitting. And it was like, or it is, but like, and we kind of thought about it. Her reel that has the most views is the one where she shared her pain of getting a divorce when she was 30 something, right? How old? 25, thinking she'd be married with babies, certainly not too far off. And then it ended up being how many years later? 16 years later that she finally met the love of her life and got married and can now really fully step into that space that she's been yearning for. So there's so much there in her story. And we talked about like, there has to be watching your friends have kids and knowing you're ready, but you're just not there yet. Watching your sister have kids and knowing you're there and you're just not there yet. There is pain, there's emotion that people can identify with that will attach to their souls and their heart and open them up and want to know more. And then take the value too, and then be like, okay, what do you do? And be able to really go there. So maybe it's acceptance, maybe, and this, Tasha, do I have permission to share something personal about you? She's probably like, shit.
Yes, you do. Oh, no. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord. No, but so I don't think you talk about this ever because it's not, so keep it in this space right here. But like, Natasha not having a relationship with like her biological dad, basically, for lots of reasons. She doesn't need to share that reason. She doesn't need to share anything, but she can share abandonment issues. She doesn't need to say, I haven't had this person in my life and he's this and this. It doesn't even need to say who it is to, but there are some things in there of having to be a strong woman from watching her mom have to do everything and not break. Like, she's independent as fuck. She doesn't need to be as independent as she is, but she is. Why? Because that's how she sees a woman conducts herself. Right. But like, then there's this space of, I'm sure, some abandonment and things she has to grow through. So you don't have to share the story. You don't have to share that you're having issues with your significant other. You don't have to share that parenting sometimes makes you feel like you don't want to get out of bed, even though you love your kids more than anything. You don't need to share the destination or the pain deliverer, what delivered the pain, or the destination that you're going. But you share the emotion of abandonment. You share the fear of never having. You share the truth that in times where you should have been most excited for your friends and family, and you still felt such emptiness at the same time when you found out that they were pregnant, because all you wanted was that too. And you felt guilt because you wanted to be just fully happy without that. Right? That is what people connect to. So I just want you to kind of think, as we go into this year, we are changing the game, okay? Because the game is connecting to people on a different level. Right? And that's really truly what I believe it is. So I just want you to ask yourself and get really honest with yourself. Like, what is it? It's not, I'm a mom of, like it used to be, what are the things that you are? Well, I'm a mom, or I'm not a mom. I have this many, I work, I don't work, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a teacher, like all of those things that people can connect. But let's think about that. We want people to have a relationship with us and trust us and go and want to stay as a lifer. And in any friendship, if I have a friend that stays on the surface level, I'm not necessarily a lifer with that friend. But when they dive deep and we have deeper conversations and connections, even if it's just every so often, like it's that friendship that never changed. Like, it doesn't matter how long you go, it's always going to be there. Right. And that's what we want to create. is that I think on social media. And I could never put my finger on it for the longest time. But if you think about, if you go back and look at like Ashley Molstead, and like there was a time where all of a sudden on social media, there was this confidence and this story and this pain that they shared that connected them. When Ashley Molstead got #1 coach that year, she also 100% accepted her body dysmorphia stuff. She was like, this is it. This is my body. This is my body and I'm going to love it. I always thought I needed to be this. I restricted myself with this. I felt this. I felt this. I felt this. And now here I am and I'm beautiful exactly as I am. And people were like, yes. Right. So I think like we are like, well, what do the top coaches do? And yes, they do the tracker, but do you know what they do on top of everything else is they allow people in to truly connect with them. And I'm not saying we're trying to be top coaches, but we are trying to change people's lives, right? Beyond health and fitness. Because this is more than health and fitness to you, or you wouldn't still be here. It does something to you here. Right. So I think that's what we're wanting to deliver. So that's your homework. Journal on that. Figure that out. There's something that you can share, an emptiness, a desire, a memory, a void. I don't know what it is. But just remember sharing it. Sometimes we think that we have to share the whole thing. For 17 months, I've never told anyone on social media I'm separated. Not one person. My grandparents don't even know. That's not a fun thing to admit. But they don't. But I don't need that for people to not connect with my story and just my raw emotion, right? So that's what I wanted to share with you today, with just getting into February, which it feels like it's already halfway through February. But it's the first Monday. Doesn't it feel that way? But it's February 8th. I mean, that's kind of crazy for being the first Monday, right? Isn't it the 8th or is it the 7th? It's the 7th. It's only the 7th. It's not the 8th. It's a big difference. So what I wanted to do today was just kind of go over the month of February with you, kind of get you guys some ideas of what else we can really dive into. Ask for you to commit to leaning into the community and trusting Amanda and I as we are rebuilding the team. It's a vulnerable thing for her and I to say, but you will see there is one person that you will notice will be posting different on social media who is not going to be actively coaching with us anymore. If you haven't noticed already, that's Spruha. She has moved on to do a skincare business with Deborah, who used to coach with us a few years ago. So in that I wished her nothing but luck. Right. But in that always comes a scary spot because in our teams, we become so close. So often when one person goes, there might be a pretty big shift in the team. It might not be a shift in the team, or there could be. But Amanda and I, ever since this beginning of this year, we have said, this is the year that we take who's with us, we link arms, and we rebuild it bigger than it was before. Right. And so just know that whoever's here linking arms, we are moving, and we're moving in such what is really cool. And I think Amanda will agree is like, we're moving in such a different way than we ever have. Don't you think so? Like, hi. He's not even, hi. We're moving in such a different way that we ever have, in a more authentic way, in a more energetic way, in a more full heart open way. And Amanda and I combining our team pages in the last year, I think has really given us the ability to serve you guys in a way that's going to be different than ever. But not only serve you guys, but then as you're gaining confidence, like all of us serve the new people that are going to be joining us, yes. You like the combined beige. Me too. It's nice. I like togetherness. So Laura, I was just like, whose last name is that? It's Laura, right? Yay, I love you.
Sorry, I'm on my work computer, so that's why it's
That's okay. I was just like, wait a minute, where did this just
Yeah.
pop up?
I was too tired to change it, so it's me.
But awesome. Okay, so we're gonna go over the February calendar. We will kind of talk about this, and then I have one idea I wanted to throw out there. I meant to say this to you, Amanda, and I forgot. So I will kind of throw this out there right now, and then we'll go into these other things, and then we'll call it a night. I really love the open houses, and I love the opportunity that we have to invite to it when I'm hosting or when Amanda's on there. That's when I'm pulled to do it. Otherwise, I share our recordings because I feel like it's always, no matter what, it's just nice to share our team. These are the faces you will be seeing more when you'll see theirs too, but right. But Abby Jimenez said something to me the other day, and she's like, I just feel like something's missing. And I think it's the fire of our team still having some sort of sneak peek every month, but in a different way that it doesn't take away from what we're already doing. And this is what she said. And I just want to throw it out there. And if you guys are like, Lindsay, no, then I'll say, okay, and I won't be mad. On the last Monday of the month, the last half hour of their team call, they're doing a little sneak peek. So they'll get on for 30 minutes. She'll kind of touch on a few things, which the last Monday of the month is the UCC call. So really all we could do is our own 30-minute sneak peek where we can jump on a Zoom and a couple people share, or it can be in a group, I guess, really whatever we think. But I really do think that there is for lack of a better word, I've never used this adjective in my life. This is what's coming out of my mouth right now. I think there's a zest. Yes, I just said zest. I think there's a different zest to it. I think there's a different delivery to it. I think there's a different authenticity to it, a little more excitement to it, a little more ownership to it when it's not just, this is the open houses that we always do. These are the presenters that always present. These are the different testimonials that always, like, it gives opportunity, and I think that's something that is big. So, how do you feel about that, Amanda? Do you like that idea?
Yeah, I like it. So wait, so would we all stay on the call and then like what are you?
I think that it would be like, we could do it the third Monday of the month. We could have like, I know we wanted to keep them open, but like what we could do is like 30 minutes of a call, and then everyone can stay on the call, but our guests are invited on the call. And then maybe we have it planned out for that month from the beginning of the month where one person's kind of sharing, their story and some information or something. Yeah, like a host. And then maybe just a couple people share their testimonials like we do. And it's just simple. It's on Zoom. The whole team's on there. So their guests are jumping on like this. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's 30 minutes and we shut it down. But then it doesn't, like, if you do it on the third Monday of the month, the last 30 minutes of our call, then it's not taking any extra time out of our month. Because I think that's a struggle we've had is, okay, we have this team, we have team calls, and then we have the Monday morning wake up call. And then there's this extra training here. And then we have to get ready for this group. And then this is launching. And then, oh gosh, let's hurry up and throw a sneak peek together.
Right.
I have one hesitation. The only thing a lot of times I get about because I'm Eastern, and a lot of my people that I tell them about the call, like, will say, oh, I didn't realize it was that late, even though 8 isn't even that late to me. But if it's 9:30, that seems kind of late. That's the only hesitation I have, that there might not be too many that show up live, at least not maybe.
Yeah.
That's the only hesitation I have.
The whole thing is that people, can I be honest with you? I don't
Mhm.
think I've ever enrolled someone on a live open house. Ever.
Oh, you mean it's recorded typically?
I've had people on, but I don't think anyone's ever joined from a live open house, because not anyone can get on the 7:30 call either, or the 7:00 call either. I think there's lots of objections no matter what time it is, because it's either dinner time or it's spending time with the kids or it's bath time or it's too late.
Sure.
Totally
Sure.
this, but I think, like, for me, with a lot of people that are reaching out, asking about things and commenting on my posts, I have the open house that I send and it's me. And I'm like that much more confident that I'm in there. So every month we'd have a new open house that even if you didn't speak, your picture's on here and you can be like nodding or whatever. It's like social. It's like, I think it gives you more credibility, whether it's a recording or whether it's not.
Okay.
Totally get that. So in that, what if we did it at 8 o'clock for 30
Like
minutes?
at the beginning.
Yes. What if we did that instead of the last 30 minutes? What if we tried the first 30 minutes and then it's still 9 o'clock, but it's only 9 to 9:30, not 9:30 to 10. Maybe that's a little bit better. People can jump off that want to jump off. People that want to stay on for a 30-minute whatever can.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is-
I mean, yeah, could we invite people to stay on for
Yeah.
the training?
Yeah.
Like maybe we keep it as like the third Monday is always just like, I don't know, an encouragement or like a inspiration call or something. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Lynn,
Like
do you remember we talked about that?
Where it
Like,
could help anyone.
Having. Can you hear me?
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead,
Oh.
Natasha.
Lindsay, you and I were kind of talking about that one time, like having a team call that other people could join that was more like personal development focused, goal setting, and then we could add in things about, each body in there too, but I'm not sure if that would be maybe something we could do after the call or before the
Mhm.
call,
No, I think
or the open house or whatever.
because it could be like the open house and then we can say you guys are welcome to stay on. We're talking about mindset tonight, or we're talking about,
Right.
or we're doing a meditation tonight, or we're talking about perception tonight, or we're talking about organization tonight. Like we have
Yeah.
something that's like that. And then that also gives the opportunity for whoever isn't doing the open house. Maybe Haley, you're like, you know what? I'd like
I'm
to
s-
share about how I'm managing all this with mom life right now. And
Mhm.
then it's like we share the open house, but
Ooh,
in
I
the
love it.
house, hi Tony. But in the open house, we also have value and different coaches are sharing. Haley, you
I
didn't
love it.
know you had the best idea in the world. And you did.
I love it.
I think that's so good.
Mhm.
So we would just have to be really strategic, and I will need help with this. You guys, I will wait to the last minute. Ask Natasha. She's on my butt about the transformation circle every day. And Amanda's like, we should probably post the calls a little sooner than Monday morning. I'm like, yeah, okay. So I think like we would need to really make sure that the beginning of the month, we're saying who's hosting, who's maybe sharing their story, and then who's sharing something in the evening after that. What's it going to be? So we have a couple weeks to prepare. Don't you
Mhm.
think?
Yeah. How about I take charge of that? Well,
Love when
then you
people
don't have to worry about
take charge. Woo!
it.
Love it. I used to not love it. Do you remember that? I didn't want to delegate
Uh-huh.
anything. Now I'm like, you want that? Yes.
Sure, take it.
Yes. No, that's awesome. I love that. I love that. And then we can even come up with a list of things that we think can be presented at the end that would appeal to everyone.
Mhm.
Do you want me to make that list right now a little or no? It's 8:30.
So is this a sneak peek into coaching, or are we going to present like our open house into coaching?
Into coaching.
Okay.
Don't you think so? More because I think
Yeah.
the open house is like into everything. I think coaching is like, come check out our team, hang out with us.
No.
We'll talk a little bit about the things we would break down, like what do you need to be a coach? Who's a coach? Who's not a coach? What does it look like? How long in a day does it take? Maybe we'd touch on the supplements a little bit, maybe a little on the daily activity tracker, a little on the compensation. Right? Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we
Yeah.
can,
So should we do the first one the third Monday?
yes. Yes.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. That'll be fun. Okay. So
Yeah.
sneak peek the third Monday, and then we can maybe have Jessica make some slides to share.
She can kind of take them. We can share like the UCC ones, but have her change them so that they're our personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Slides for these. And then so we'll do the first sneak peek then the third Monday of
No,
the month.
sorry. Cash is growling at me for my food. We've developed a bad habit of growling when we're eating.
So the Monday of this month is, so the 21st will be our first
Mhm.
sneak peek. So I think the topics would be like, welcome, someone would share their coaching story, whoever's hosting. I mean, we could have a couple people do this. We would really want to make it be 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So share coaching story, then like what is a coach? How much time does it take? What are the like what does a day look like? How much time? Day in the life. A little bit about compensation, right? And then
Yeah.
a little bit on community and like summit and the trips and things like that.
Yeah. I think keep it simple.
Yeah.
Trying to, like more story. Because you can share a lot of like the time and that kind of stuff through story,
Yeah.
And then kind of have a couple slides on the other things, but keep it short.
Yeah. And then topics for the
Like
Yeah.
trainings or whatever.
You wanna
I
come up
feel like we need a fun like name for that too. Because I want to be able to invite to that. I don't want to trick people, you know what I mean? But I want to be able to invite to that piece of it, but
Mhm.
also let people know that there's this other piece.
Mhm.
I don't know. Could we invite people to just the 9:30 part or the 8, whatever,
Yeah.
it's 7:30, my turn.
Yeah, it's
You
just
know, like,
free value.
yeah.
We can call it Value City.
Like with your transformation circles, like we need I want to like come up with like a fun name for it too.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we need to think on it, but
Yeah. I know what you're saying. I'm like,
Like peek into our coach life, or I don't know. No,
Yeah.
you don't want it to be.
I'm thinking the second part of it, the
Second
sneak
part.
peek part. There's a few things, but like the training part, the inspiration part, or the
Oh.
organization, like I want like a fun.
It depends on what we're gonna
almost,
be talking
Yeah.
about too.
almost like the growth something. I know what you're saying. We'll have to think.
Yeah,
About that.
let's think on it.
Okay.
Mhm.
So do we want to come up with a couple topics, or do you think that when you figure out who's going to be sharing, like maybe only 2 to 3 people share the sneak peek part and then 1 or 2 people can share the other part?
Yeah,
Or it doesn't even need to be that many people, but there's an opportunity for there to be that many people.
yeah,
You think that's when the topics will come up because it'll really be whatever that person's strong in?
yeah,
Okay.
probably.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yay, I like this. So we'll have Jessica create some slides for it. We'll do the sneak peek. And then do you want to kind of, Amanda, since I'm reorganizing these topics and kind of trying to get them in a way that makes sense, do you want
Uh-huh.
to give some sort of outline that you think would work for the sneak peek and kind of throw this first one together?
Yeah, I'll put that.
And
I'll work
help.
on that
I mean,
tomorrow.
I'll speak on it with you if you want to do it together.
Yeah,
Whatever you think, but maybe just kind of think like, because I like where your brain is on more of the storytelling and like them feeling more, not that they're getting talked at.
yeah. Natasha just said, and I kind of feel, I do feel that way too. If we talk on the soul care, the inspiration piece first, then and we invite to that, and then we let people know like, oh, there's going to be this thing after too. I don't know. I could see it both ways.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
don't know which is better. We could test it out, but
Oh, here's one thing that I'm just thinking. When you get on a Shalene Johnson training, she's going to give you the training on this is what I'm going to be talking about with Instagram, blah, blah, blah. But I have a special launch, a special thing I'm sharing later. Stay
Mhm.
tuned until the end. So it's like, what do people want more of?
yeah,
And to be honest with you, I think more people will show up to information that's giving them excitement and whatever that's just free value than learning about coaching, because a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to commit to learning about that right now. Or do you know what I mean?
yeah,
Less
yeah.
hesitation. So is that
But then once they're there, like, will it keep them? Maybe it'll keep them there because they see all these people on,
right?
and
So
they're
maybe
like,
we
"Oh,
can
that
keep-
girl."
maybe
Yeah,
we can even keep the sneak peek part to 20 minutes.
yeah.
Like it's a
And keep
story.
the training to 20 minutes. Like
Yeah.
keep it a short call. Yeah,
But then it's like, oh, I'm going to sit through 20 minutes of listening to like how this even came about and their story. We're going to talk about that a little bit, what we're all about, and then dive into this.
yeah.
I don't know. That's something to
Yeah.
think about. Do you want to just like think about it and tell us what you think is best, and whatever you want to try, we'll just try it, see how it goes and adjust from there if we need to.
Yeah.
Okay. And any ideas that you guys have about this, go ahead and just shoot them to Amanda, or we could even
Just put them in the team thread whenever.
build the excitement of the community, and then we can transition to. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. I'm going to be honest with you right now, with the day that I've had, I can't wrap my head around which way is best. And I think
I
I just
know.
read, Natasha, I just read your paragraphs and I don't know what I read. I love you. Has nothing to do with you. If you checked your Instagram, I told you a little bit about my day. Did you see it, Natasha? If you didn't, you better grab some popcorn and wine before you read it.
I think I did. Let me go back.
Yep. Oh man, what a day. Oh man. Yeah.
Yes. Yes. I think either way is fine, honestly. I just think sometimes if we've built up the community and the fun and like the goal setting, or like given them something that they can help with, because a lot of people, you guys, I don't get anybody that wants to listen to our open houses or anything
Yeah.
like that. They hear like network marketing, they hear like, whatever, they're just going to try to get me on their little scheme. But if we're like offering some type of free community exercise and like just building love within themselves and getting them excited
Mhm.
and momentum towards their goals, and then we lead into like, we're so excited that we have this community, we're just so excited to bring you in here. Really, this is what it's all about for us. It's like growing together, and
Mhm.
that could like naturally lead into the next part about whatever we want to say in the sneak peek, with like what coaching really is, and
Yeah.
helping other people grow through like what we just did. So yeah, I don't know, I think it'd be fine either way. I just think like if you're like, hey, let's goal set together, let's journal, let's get your like motivation going or whatever it is, and then it leads into that, I feel like more people are bound to show up than it's like, hey, yeah, come and listen to us talk about coaching and wait till the end and then we'll give you what you're here for.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. Because I think like if we're inviting to the open house, that's an info group. We're already inviting to an info group of some sort. Whereas this is different. We're trying to make it different. So if we're inviting to another sneak peek, that's another info session. Whereas, yeah, it will be an info session. And if we're talking to the right person, like we can tell them like, hey, at the end, we are going to be talking about this, but like, here's the meat of the call is going to be on we're doing a meditation together. We're journaling together. We're going to help you learn how to sing while you do your laundry.
Wine.
We're going to drink wine
Drink wine.
and do laundry lyrics.
Yes. No, Laura's the one who came up with laundry lyrics for me.
Oh, I love
She
it.
was, I always said kitchen karaoke and she's like, I'm like, she's like, you need to call. I don't know what I said. I don't know how it came up. And then she's like, laundry lyrics. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I
Yes.
love it.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome. I like this. Do we need
Yeah,
to?
like that, because it's the I've always been huge on community, and I feel like that's the reason
Yeah.
that your guys' team is what it is. It's because it's a community. It's that we're friends, whether we've like met each other or not. It's that we like push each other for growth. And I think that if we're sharing that and sharing our love and sharing our excitement and passion in a different way than just throwing information at them, like they can actually experience it, that's kind of what we want them to know anyway. It's just we're
Yeah.
not doing it in like a bulleted PowerPoint type presentation. We're showing them this is what we do in our community. This is why I love it. This is why you should be with us. We're going to just keep pushing you towards your goals.
Yeah, we do this every week, like we just invited you one week, but this is what we focus on and work on, and you can help other people do the same. And yeah, I love that, Natasha.
I love it too. I do.
I love it too.
I have a lot of excitement inside of me. It's just coming out real awkward. I've never said I wasn't awkward. Yeah, I like that. I have nothing.
Good.
Let me know when we're ready to move on.
Sounds good. Go.
All right. I love it.
Remember.
So I wanted to just take a dive into our team page. One thing I want to say is that I have enrolled a couple new coaches. And here's the thing. When people see that you have people joining your community or that other people rank advance, it makes them excited. So I would highly recommend everyone to, like, I would share these in your stories. I'm not saying make a post about it, but you can copy these pictures, make one story. Like, our team grew by 2 today. So excited to get to know these ladies. It doesn't mean you enrolled them. It doesn't mean you're tagging them and saying like this, whatever. You're saying like, this is exciting. We have new people that joined us today. Here's the 2 of them. Here's the 1 of them, or this person. One thing I love about coaching is watching other people hit their goals. Congratulations to one of our friends that hit Emerald today. You guys can be recognizing outside of your team. And I think that that's something that we haven't really done. And I think it's something that should be done because it shows that there's action going on around you. It doesn't, and it's not tricky when it's just what's going on. And it's all of us collectively. That's the point. So I would kind of do that when I post recognition, which is coming. Guys, I'm so behind on Success Club. I'm so sorry. I also have like the Emerald and Diamond gift recognition. I'm doing all that tomorrow. It's coming. I just didn't do it yet because I won't lie to you. I've been drowning emotionally, but it's okay. I can do it tomorrow. It doesn't mean like that's not okay with me to not recognize. So doing that tomorrow. But when I do that, like you can share that too. Even if I don't tag you in a story and it's not just as simple as you tagging or sharing, like sharing the excitement that's going around in a really authentic, like just cool way shows that there's action going around you. It's social proof that it's not just you. It's social proof that people want to join. You know what I mean? That's one thing about the open house that made it successful even more in the beginning was how many people were commenting. That's the point of us getting people to comment below and doing the giveaway, because it's like when people are commenting and whatever, it's social proof that other people are interested. This must be real. This must be great. Oh, I don't want to miss out. It's that FOMO, right? It's that I want to be included. And a lot of times still to this day, just 2 days ago, somebody was like, oh, I would love to join this, but it sounds like one of those pyramid things. Pyramid schemes are not real. Don't worry. I went on my tangent, but people don't know that. Right. So this week we have our call tonight. We are doing that right now. And then we have the open house at 7 p.m. I'm not hosting. Amanda is not on it this week, but we do have that every Wednesday. Saturday, we are working on, I didn't know this, Jessica likes to throw surprises in there. She wants me to get out of bed, packing the gym from 7:30 to 9:30 on Saturdays. So, woo, actually, that'd be really good for me. I say that about every morning activity that never happens. So then they are packing the gym on Saturday mornings, and then final call for the refresh. We had a lot of people who were interested in the refresh but didn't pull the trigger on time, and so they're getting theirs late, or they just got it. And so Jessica scheduled for the refresh for these 3 days, and then for the refresh on the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So they have until this Saturday, the 12th, to go. So the cool thing is on Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to be getting transformations of the 13 people that are doing the refresh in that group right now. And we can ask permission to block their faces if they need or whatever, but share and say for the next couple of days, you have an opportunity to also break your plateau, kickstart your debloat, kickstart your weight loss, whatever it is. So that's what's going on this week. In February, I'm not hosting at all this month. Amanda, you either? Okay. So I've just been doing mine that I did last time with Carly in it. That's what I've been sharing with a bunch of people. If you guys need that recording, it is in the team page. I can always share it again. Just ask. So we have the 3-day refresh, the 3-day refresh again. Do we have any launches this month? It's a pretty cut and dry
No.
simple month. And so if we could just,
Yeah.
if there was any month to put your head down, lean into the community and start sharing what we talked about at the beginning of this call, like getting creative and sharing the emotion that you've walked through to get to where you are now, or the things that maybe you still experience, and whatever you this is the month that would be good to kind of investigate that, or learn reels a little more or whatever, because this is the month that you might have a little bit more dedication to that. Yeah, Amanda.
I was going to ask, does anyone want a free group next week? The free group for Mompreneur this month is Eat Like You Love Yourself. I think it could be a good one. I haven't even looked at the content yet, but I think it could be a good one. I'm happy to run it next week if people would be interested in that. I don't want to run it if it's just me adding people, but we can run it in that same group that already has a bunch of people in there.
So would it be
just
the 14th?
Engage with people? It would be the 14th. Yeah. So it would be the week of Valentine's Day. Eat Like You Love Yourself. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think that's kind of good, because we can be promoting for the 3-day refresh for the 21st. But if that's not something that they can do, then you can say, hey, well, I have a free option for you, and it starts Monday, and it's free, and it's the 14th, and it's about nutrition as well. Eat like you love it. I think that's a good idea.
Okay. I'll set it up.
Cool, dude. I like it. So it's really simple there then this month. There's really not much else.
Yeah, we have 4-week gut protocol and that launching mid-March. So start thinking about it. But we're not necessarily promoting it yet. And I bet Christina, I'm guessing by the end of the month, they will do a promotion call, what they always do. So look out for that. But I'm not planning to do that until April, till after the Success Club trip. And I think most people will probably do that, but I don't know. What do you guys feel with that? Because I know it's an intense nutrition plan that we're not going to want to do while we are in Reindeer or Punta Cana. Yeah.
Intense nutrition doesn't do well for my.
Yeah. Well, because it's an elimination to figure out what your gut is going to, what it responds to. It's an elimination protocol essentially, but it uses the cart containers. That's about the details I know. I don't know that much.
I say after Punta Cana.
Yeah. We'll do a group in April is
Yeah,
kind
yeah.
of was my thoughts on it.
Perfect.
So we don't need to start thinking about it quite yet.
Perfect. Correct. Yeah, I like that. That's the next launch then. Is the that's the next thing. I thought there was
Yeah.
a program coming
That
out.
it's all comes with it. 4 weeks for everybody.
Oh, got it. Okay.
It's a combination.
Got it. See, it's good.
I
thing-
think you could probably just do the workouts without following, because I know like a few of the top coaches who are in Bora Bora right now are doing the workouts. So they're like in the test group, but I guarantee they're not doing the nutrition plan. But I know like if you're wanting to get to the any gut issues, then the nutrition plan is going to be super helpful. So,
Right. Okay. I'm ready for bed. I'm sorry, you guys. I lost like every ounce of energy in my body. Does anyone have any questions or comments? This is good. So we'll do a free group next week. Amanda, will it have slides and stuff that you'll share?
yeah,
Okay, cool.
I'll work on that tomorrow and I'll share them.
Okay, and then the sneak peek, and Amanda's gonna kind of get that going. If you're interested in sharing or being a part of that, then just let us know. And Stacy, that includes you too.
Yeah.
I don't want you to think that you're just like a fly on the wall in our team call every.
Are you in our team page, Stacy? We should just add her.
Yeah, she is.
Okay.
So Stacy, for you guys, I don't know if you guys know, she's under Megan White. Megan White is under Christina with me, and Stacy, we just kind of adapted her into our page and our calls. And so what I want you to know, Stacy, is you're not just like here hanging out, listening and being like, "Oh, I need to implement this with my team." Like you can all be a part of it too. You know what I mean? Like you're here. And if you don't lean all the way in, I'm going to be offended. No, I'm kidding. You're welcome. All right, cool. Any questions? No? All right, awesome. That was good. I love you all. I think you're wonderful. This is one other thing. I am going to be doing a new coach call. I think I'm going to pay or figure out how we can stream into the team page, because I want to do lives where I can show my screen. Well, how I would do that is a Zoom, right? So I think I need to upgrade the account though, right?
I think so. I didn't look into that yet, but
Okay.
we should bust yeah, let's chat about that, because
Do
we
like
can
a
probably
plan.
save some money by combining one Zoom account
Yeah.
and share that.
Okay. That's cool.
So
We'll
What?
talk about that then. So I will be doing probably in like a week, and probably next week, not this week, probably next week. And I'll tell you guys ahead of time. I will do it. We'll figure it out. I'll stream it in. I want to do just like an overall getting started right new coach call, streamed into the team page for a lot of coaches that don't get on calls, whose coaches don't know the system, but who would benefit from it. And then it's there. And then Amanda and I, as we're doing these trainings in the page, are going to be creating, and by Amanda and I mean Amanda, because I'm not the techie one, we'll be creating guides where all these trainings that we're doing will be going into, for people to access in the future and things. So I think it's going to be awesome.
yeah, and if we do them on Zoom, when we can record them and upload them to YouTube and have like a separate link and stuff too, and create got ideas.
Yes. Okay, here we go. I like it. Perfect. The boys just got home too. So let's go ahead. We'll do a boomerangy. And thanks for hanging with me tonight, guys. I have some like really awkward, weird energy, and there's no other way I would have wanted to end the night than like being able to just be completely myself and inspired with you guys. And I really, really, truly mean that. I needed that today. So thank you for being here. Okay, are you ready? Hi. You want to be in the boomerang?
Sure. Wait, Mom, but
What?
first,
What?
we got to a hockey place and I want to show you a surprise.
No, you want to play hockey.
No.
What? You got a
Yes.
surprise for me?
I got
Okay, I'm gonna take a boomerang. So what you got?
Hockey puck.
Wow.
So I want to play hockey, and I'm also gonna ice skate next week.
Wow. Lots of information. All right, ready? 1. Can you see yourself? 2, 3. All right. Thanks for hanging, you guys. Have a good night.
I love you.
Really
Bye.
good. I feel like this was so
Yeah, this was so good.
needed. Thanks.
We didn't even know what was going to come out, but look at that.
Here we are. So happy.
Beautiful.
Love it.